Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the features of democracy. Till here, we had discussed the debate which took place in class, and children have different views about the democracy. So, we have seen there different arguments were given by the students and teacher, how she uh, made them understand about the democracy. The definition is very, very important for any structure. So here we will discuss the features of democracy. Though we have discussed some features like the definition where we read like the democracy is the form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. So we will expand this definition in different categories. Means each and every word is very, very important when we say any definition. We cannot add or deduct any kind of uh, sentence or word from the definition. So here let's we discuss about means what the definition says. So like democracy is the form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. When we talk about the rulers, who are the rulers? Who are the rulers? This is the question, that which officials must be elected by any government to be called the democracy, which decision may be taken by non-elected officials in democracy. Means people, the ruler who are ruling the country, they must have the power of decision making. Means are they eligible to take the decision on behalf of the people, because people have elected them. Another is that election, the word has come in this definition. Election means elected process. Elected process means election. Then rulers we have discussed. So election means the constitutes, what kind of election constitutes a democratic country? Means system of election is of which kind? Means it must be fulfilled or election to be considered democratic. So generally, this when we go to the explanation of this term, we see that whenever election take place, you have seen sometime malpractices take place, booth capturing, and you can say forcefully people, you can say persuaded the people to cast the vote to the particular candidate. Another is that people who can elected the rulers, means can everyone elect the rulers? Means people, like last year or you can say in junior classes you have read one of the term universal adult franchise. Means who have the right to elect the rulers, yani means that like the people who are of 18-year-old, they have right to elect the ruler, or that should be on equal basis. Equal basis means every vote is counted. Means one vote, one person, one value. This term we will read in the further segment. Can democracy deny some citizen this right? Means it cannot be. Means everyone is having right to vote. You have seen that before independence, only some kind of people were having right, means property people. Now in ninth class, one of the chapter like French Revolution will discuss history. You will see how it had happened in the world. So basically, when we talk about this definition should work, means everyone should have the right to vote. Who the person who is of 18-year-old, irrespective of their caste, color, and gender. So finally, what kind of form of government is democracy? Can elected ruler be do whatever they want to do? Means like if the rulers are there, they should have you can say some rule regulation they should follow. Means they have to follow the constitution. Constitution is the book of law, we can say in simple words. Or must democratic government function with some limits? That is why limits means they are abide by some rule regulation, that is constitution. It is necessary for democracy to respect some kinds of some rights of the citizen. Now we have read in junior classes, when a government function is that particularly to provide the security of the citizen or people. means people should be feel that they are safe and secure in their democratic environment. So these particular thing we have discussed here. Now reference we will take of different countries who claim that they are democratic country. Firstly, our neighboring country Pakistan we will discuss here. So like different countries will take the example, and simultaneously our definition will prove like how far the definition is correct, why this innovative definition is given to understand the feature of a country. Feature of a country means like feature of democratic country. So now Pakistan we will discuss. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led military coup in October 1919. He was the president at the time. Firstly, he was military commander and he overthrew a democratically elected government and declared himself chief executive. Now, there is one word chief executive. In the previous segment, I told you about the federation structure. Like organ, when we discuss like organ means first is that legislative, executive, and judiciary. Legislative, executive, and judiciary. So these particularly play a very important role in the legislative. Means like parliament is there, two houses are there in our country, and after the executives are there, they're the politician. Then just means like this structure we are following here. So, executive of the country, so a main executive is that the president of India or president of the country. Later, he changed the designation of president. Designation of president, later he changed. We have to understand. Means like in 2002, he held a referendum. Referendum means a kind of election take place. In that particularly, people say their yes or no, they accept or they reject the means the parties asks to the people to give their acceptance or rejection. So that is called referendum. Means in Hindi we can say like if we go to the meaning janmat means logo ka kya manna hai. So referendum was taken place in 2002 and country that granted him 5-year extension. 5-year extension means for the 5 year the government was established, and we know the democratic time period of is of regular interval, that is of 5 year. And Pakistani media, human right organization, democratic activists said this referendum was based on malpractices, because it doesn't happen all people are of same kind. Generally what happened, the you can say the activist in Pakistani media and human right organization objected over it. Means the system was not good or correct. So here you see under this paragraph, this picture has been shown. So you will face some cartoon and some you can say obviously in your mind some question will come. So like here is written no entry before you will fill the form, become a member of Al Baath party in that is clear. Means it is about that in Syria, it is one of the West Asian country where is only one party rule, and it has to be accept means you are the member of the country, you have to follow all the system. But if you want to be another, you can say want to go oppose of it, so differently means oppose. You can see the if you are talking about justice, because you know that in Muslim country there are certain rule regulation according to their religion. So here you see that democracy, you want to enter in that democracy. If people want democracy, what is democracy? Is balance is giving in her hand. Then after that, you can say she is wearing a crown. Crown is of democracy means like different leaves are there. There it is showing that one party and different leaves are there. So means this is explaining that in country that means they don't want enter to other kind of government system. So let's move ahead. That we were on that the you can say Pakistani media and other organization proved it that it is a malpractice and fraud. The election took place. So in 2000, he issued a legal framework. Who issued? Pervez Musharraf. He issued a legal framework order that amended the constitution of Pakistan. Look, see here, Pakistani constitution was amended. Means change. He changed the constitution according to the his own convenient, and according to his order, president can dismiss the national or provisional assemblies. Recently I told about the legislative assembly, that means the assembly, the parliament he has dismissed. And national or provisional assemblies, the work of the civilian cabinet supervised by the National Security Council, which is dominated by military officers. Means the rule of military, how it was there, means everything was changed according to the wish of the rulers. And after passing this law, election were held to the national and state assembly. Means when these amendments took place, after that election took place, and what happened in that election? That is so the Pakistani has had election representative have some powers, because they have power, it was their rule. Malpractices was there, and but the final power rests with military officers and General Pervez Musharraf himself. Means whole power and authority was with military. So you can see the system. This system cannot be called at all democratic system. So in this video we will do this one only. Second video we'll discuss, that is part 2, because it will be